Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. This might be a long video. Well, it's 12 months today we had a Labour government in, didn't we? We voted for Labour to form a government. And it's been a complete shambles, hasn't it? It's been a year of hell from this pathetic government. What on earth the voters thought about voting for Stop Labour in, I do not know. I bet they're regretting it now. I bet some of these people who voted for Labour must have voters' remorse. Still, they've wanted Labour in, and look at the mess we're in. Let's start with when Labour won the election, shall we? It was all hunky-dory, wasn't it, when they won the election and Starmer walked up Downing Street to form a government. Everything was rosy in the garden then, but as soon as they were in, things started to go wrong for them, didn't it? The first thing that went wrong was they was immediately in trouble with these freebies. You had Starmer accepting freebies from Lord Halley, and then you had Rachel Crybaby Reeves also accepting freebies. And we knew right away what was going to happen. That was the first warning signs of what this government was going to be like. And of course, since then, it's all gone wrong. And of course, last autumn, we had the autumn budget. And during the election campaign, when Labour launched their manifesto, they said they were not going to take away the winter fuel allowance, pull up taxes, and other things, but they lied, didn't they? They lied in their manifesto. And of course, like I've said, it all started to unravel. And then we had Reeves' disastrous budget last autumn, when she put up national insurance. She also took farms away from the farmers. They had to pay national inheritance and all the other things that we don't know about. That's when it started to unravel. All started to go wrong. Everybody realised voting for Labour was a mistake, and it has been a mistake. I can't understand the people who voted for Labour last year. What were they thinking? All right, I know we had 14 years of Tories. We had enough of them. We wanted them gone, but to replace them with this shower, yes, a shower of a government we've got now, was quite obviously, well, a mistake. During the election, the voters was warned what was going to happen if they voted Labour, and look what's happened. It's all gone completely wrong. It's all gone wrong for Starmer. From day one, it all went wrong for him. Everything's gone wrong. I mean, let's have a look at some of the MPs, shall we? What we've got. Take Starmer, for instance. I mean, he's not fit for the job, is he? He's not up to it. He's not Prime Minister material. I don't know how he got there, but he did. He's not my Prime Minister material, is he? Material. He's useless. He can't do anything right. And then we've got crybaby Rachel Reeves, who we all saw Wednesday in Parliament, question time, crying her eyes out. We don't know what was said to her, but something must have been said to her, and something upset her. She's useless, isn't she? She's wrecking the economy. She's taken a wrecking ball and wrecked the economy. She's hopeless as Chancellor. And then we've got Red Rayner. Now, going back to what was said to Reeves, there was a rumour going around. It was Red Rayner that said something to her. Because, you know, Red Rayner, she's got eyes on the top job, hasn't she? She wants Starmer's job. I mean, she also was in trouble. They found out that she a mortgage, tried to get round paying a mortgage, and they found out. And then we've got another useful idiot, the Foreign Secretary, David Lammy. Now, he's a buffoon, isn't he? What a buffoon he is. And then we've got useless Cooper, who is supposed to be Home Secretary. She's not doing a very good job, is she either? Oh, and let's not forget Wes Streeting, the Health Secretary. He seems okay, but another politician you can't trust. And of course, like I've said, it's all started to unravel. And of course, last summer we had the summer riots, and Starmer started having people arrested, and he accused them of being far right, and he sent the Stasi round to start arresting people for saying mean things on Facebook or X. And if, like I've said before in a previous video, if you say the wrong thing, criticise anything, Starmer will pick up the phone and he will, I think he's got a personal hotline to every single chief constable in the country, and if he hears about something that's not has been said about migrants, he picks up the phone and orders the chief constables to arrest the people who've said that. But like I've said, we had the summer riots last summer, and of course poor old Starmer, who'd just been Prime Minister. Something else that was put him under pressure. He can't handle the pressure, can he, Starmer? And of course he tried to wriggle out of his responsibility, and he visited Southport, but he was not very welcome, was he? I mean, he's been banned from pubs as well, and he was at I think it was at Doncaster races, and he was roundly booed. But like I've said, it's all gone wrong from the last July when Labour won the election, and like I've said, Starmer walked up Downing Street. And of course, we had the fiasco on Wednesday of the benefits bill being defeated by the backbenchers. And of course, now, Tuesday, get it right. Tuesday, Starmer was defeated, and he was forced to water it down again I don't think he's very happy, is he? He's not fit for the job. And talking of not fit for the job, one Labour MP who, has called this government clusterfox. Yes, clusterfox. He's called it a clusterfox. That's what he's called it. It's, well, basically telling Starmer what he thinks of him. And I suppose when Starmer finds out what that MP has said, he'll try and get him the whip removed, and he'll have him suspended from the Labour Party for 6 months or even longer. That's the state that this country is in at the moment. I mean, yesterday we had Starmer's announcement of his 10-year plan for the NHS. And of course, Rachel Reeves was there. She looked happy enough, didn't she, yesterday? She all smiles. It was all for show. It was all for show. You had Starmer giving her a hug, but we all know what's going to happen to Rachel Reeves. He'll get rid of her. She won't be Chancellor for much longer. We all know what's going to happen. I mean, Starmer stood up on Wednesday in Prime Minister question time and said he has faith in his Chancellor. Well, that's the kiss of death, isn't it? I mean, you know what that reminds me of when that's said? It reminds me of when a Premier League manager, his team is in trouble and they are struggling at the bottom of the Premiership. And you know what the chairman of that football club usually says? The manager or coach has got the backing of the chairman and the board. And the next day, what happens? They're sacked. And this is what's going to happen to Reeves. She won't be in the job much longer. And of course, we've got the autumn budget coming up. And of course, there's going to be tax rises. But death for sure. Yes, I mean, those who voted for Starmer must have voters' remorse now. I bet they're regretting ever voting for him. Well, Labour. I bet they regret now doing it. Well, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.